All right, CMD boxing report. So, okay, we all heard, the rumors going around about Derrick James and Errol Spence had split. Okay, yeah, we all got the news and everything. Some people say it's rumors, some people it ain't true, some people got evidence. Now, um, what we was told was that it was over money. Okay, now it's not unusual that boxers will split with their trainers because of money. Okay, and it definitely isn't unusual that boxers will split with their trainers when they have their first loss. Okay, um, Shane Mosley, he split with his father after his first loss. Okay, Vernon Forrest, he split with his trainer. Um, I believe in the rematch, his rematch loss with Recorder Mayorga. Then we had Jermaine Teller fire his trainer to go back to his amateur trainer. You know what I'm saying? After he first lost to Kelly Pavlik. So yeah, it ain't unusual for that to happen. Now you ask me, is it because of money or was it because of his first loss to Terrence Bud Crawford? All right. Now I'm thinking it's because of his first loss. Here's my point. Here's my thought on it. Okay, we all seen the fight. Errol Spence was badly beaten, humiliated, knocked down multiple times. He never had that happen to him before. He's supposed to be Errol the Truth Spence, the big fish, Mr. Undestructible. Okay, but he had no answer for Terrence Bud Crawford, and his trainer Derrick James had no answer. Okay, I'm beginning to think that like a couple of days after the fight, Errol Spence called up Terrence Bud Crawford. They want to talk about the fight, still congratulate him, and ask him, man, how did you do it? How come no one else can do that to me? And Bud had to lay it down for him. Hey, man, look, I see your weaknesses, man. You got a lot of weak spots. That I seen and a whole bunch of other people seen. You always come forward. You never how can I say, like, catch a person coming in. You don't know how to do that. Okay. You don't know how to set traps. You don't even know how to keep yourself from falling into traps. And that's what Terrence Crawford was doing in that fight. He was setting traps for Spence all night long. I mean, he was just laying down the basics. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that, Errol Spence don't know. Stuff he doesn't do in the ring. Okay? He doesn't have any head movement. He don't know how to bob and weave, counter. Okay? He don't know how to counter over jab. He don't know how to take away a jab. He don't know how to take away a fighter's power punch by moving in the opposite direction. He doesn't know any of this stuff. And for a fighter, for a trainer like Derrick James, a guy who used to be a fighter, you would think he would train his fighters on all the things he learned while he was boxing and learn off of his losses. And he said, well, I remember I lost like this. I'm going to teach you this move here. Okay, this is what you need to do. I should know because, hey, when I was boxing, I wasn't moving my head and I wasn't moving in the right direction. I didn't know how to take away a jab. All my losses, man, hey, I'm going to make sure you don't be like me, Like Floyd Mayweather Sr., he trained his son very well, he before taught his son the things that he know on how he won fights and taught his son on how he lost fights and why he lost them. I did not do this. I did not do that. So, if you look at Errol Spence, matter to the fact, look at all the fighters like the Charlos, how they fight. Derrick James, he got them boys fighting like rock'em and sock'em robots. None of them have head movement. None of them have good footwork. Okay. They all, how can I say, with their punches, they, telegraph their punches and everything. Everything they do, they telegraph them. Okay. Derrick James is not a good trainer. And I believe when Errol Spence had split with him, they didn't want to get that out. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to get that out there. Okay. So they made up some story and said, "Oh, he wanted some of the pay-per-view buys." That's. But like I said, I heard of trainers and boxers splitting over money, but this right here wasn't over money. It was over poor training. Okay, the training methods weren't good. All right, Errol Spence seen this when he went back and looked at the fight, the stuff that Crawford told him, all the traps and everything he fell into, all the traps that Crawford set. Spence fell right into him. He didn't recognize him. His trainer didn't recognize him. So he has to say, man, hey, look, it's been good. I did win some titles, with you and whatnot. But those fighters I was facing was just like me. They were rocking and socking robots. They didn't have good head movement, good footwork like Terrence Will Crawford. They weren't precise boxers like Crawford. And I need to know how to fight fighters like Crawford. Okay? I need to know how to box. I need to know some new tricks. All right. This is something that Derrick James never taught him. So I believe this is why he split. It was over the loss, not over money. So anyways, that's my take on this. This is CMD Boxing Reports, and I catch you guys on the next